Batwoman is one of the more recent DC Comics shows to arrive on the CW, outside of Stargirl, which was a transplant from DC Universe. And it's made quite an impact on things, including bringing us to yet another new take on Gotham and its heroes and villains. Season 2 was ordered pretty quickly after it came out, and with things behind the scenes being shaky, the upcoming season is even more anticipated. So join us as we show you 8 reasons you should be excited for Batwoman Season 2. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 8, the Kane situation.
Oliver Queen.
Yeah, I'm Oliver Queen.
Usually, if I were to reference a situation with a main character on a TV show, we'd be referencing the fact that they found themselves in a new situation, or put themselves in the crosshairs of a new villain, and so on and so forth. But for Batwoman Season 2, yeah, it's a lot more complicated, and not in the plot sense. In short, the main actress for the series, Ruby Rose, who does indeed play Kane/Batwoman, has left the series for good. This was a bombshell when it dropped on the Arrowverse as a whole, and honestly, is still a bit shook because they don't know what this is going to mean, not just for the show, but for the Arrowverse as a whole. Starting with just the Batwoman series, there's been a bit of a rift between the creators and the fans in terms of what to do next. Because despite many prominent actresses saying they're willing to take Ruby's place, the showrunner for the series, Carolyn Dries, has revealed that instead of just recasting the role of Kane with a new actress, they're going to negate the character in full and bring in a new Batwoman by the name of Ryan Wilder. Needless to say, the fans aren't happy. And not for the reasons that you may be thinking. This isn't a case of loyalty to an actor. This is a case of loyalty to a character. Kane is one true Batwoman in the comics, outside of Elseworld's interpretation and future jumps, and has been that way since the 52 series. Ryan Wilder is believed to be an alias for a DC Comics accurate character, but that doesn't exactly help things for reasons we'll get into in a minute. What's more, Dries has made a statement saying that Season 2 will focus on the mystery of what happened to Kane, and this will drive the Ryan Wilder character to become Batwoman. Fans aren't happy with this explanation of Season 2, and yet you can bet many of them are going to watch to see what happens next, and we'll be right there with them. Number 7, the rest of the cast.
What do you want?
I need you to send your father a message.
In the history of the Arrowverse, no main character on the scale of Kane has left the franchise and caused this drastic of a recast/reboot. And we say reboot because, honestly, it has to be now, which could work, but it also raises a lot of problems in terms of the rest of the cast. What we mean by this is simple. Think about your favorite TV show, and think about the true main character. Now imagine that despite numerous plot threads and cliffhangers being built up on one season and left hanging for the next, the character walks out, and the showrunners decide to just drop all those plot threads and move on. That doesn't feel right, does it? Especially when you consider where this puts the rest of the cast in their own character growth and having to rewrite everything for this new character. And that's where Batwoman is right now. Kane had major relationships and plot threads with characters like Luke Fox, Julia Pennyworth, her former lover Sophie, her stepsister Mary, and of course, her father and sister, who we'll discuss later. Many of the major cliffhangers of Season 1 focused on Kate in one form or another. Without Kate, they suffer. And while it's exciting to think of how the characters will pivot, we can't deny that it's going to be rough to watch the new girl learn the ropes when we just saw it in Season 1. Number 6, the Alice question.
It is so much more fun unveiling my evil plan when I can flip it about for Cadence.
Whether you want to admit it or not, the Arrowverse does try to make unique villains that don't parody the other shows, and Batwoman arguably did this best with Alice. Alice is Kane's twin sister Beth. But after years of captivity and abuse, her mind broke and she became Alice. Throughout Season 1, Alice was determined to bring her sister into the light, if you will, and make her see why things aren't as pretty or pristine as she dreamed it could be if Beth came back. By the end of the season, Alice had seen her own light and decided to kill Batwoman/Kate no matter what. which actually led to her killing her brother in Mouse. She was driven to get revenge on her sister, but now Kate may be gone for good. So where does that leave Alice? The obvious answer is that she could go torture her father, but she's already done that, and she's admitted to him that she wants him to suffer knowing what he did to her. So that's not the best plot to continue here. Granted, the writers could still have Alice want to kill Batwoman out of principle, but given her connection with Kate, would it really be the same? Number 5, the Jacob Kane situation.
She came to you. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. She didn't hurt me.
Ironically enough, one of the few people that won't necessarily be thrown off by the departure of Kate Kane is her father, Jacob, which I know sounds weird, but the father/daughter relationship of the two was only a focus of the plot when it came to Alice. But by the end of the season, Jacob had a new mission. He wanted to end Batwoman and put an end to her reign of terror, even finding out at the end of the season that her suit is able to resist even the strongest of armor-piercing bullets, sending him on a crusade to try and find something that can pierce the suit. Jacob won't have any connection to this new Batwoman if she does indeed come. And in fact, her dossier, if you will, states that she's a criminal, that was a drug runner, and spent her life running from the GCPD. Jacob won't know that, but him confronting her will be a different dynamic, and one that might lead to some unique storylines. We'll see. Number 4, Tommy Elliott.
Nope, not yet. Still alive for now.
Arguably the biggest twist and best arrival of Batwoman Season 1 was that of Tommy Elliott. Tommy came in very early in the season, but made an impact in various ways. Then he became Hush after making a deal with Alice to get a new face. After doing her bidding, he did indeed get that new face and became Bruce Wayne in the process. This is actually a major storyline from the comics. Tommy got Bruce's face while Bruce was dead, and as a result, tried to bankrupt Wayne Enterprises so that his old friend could feel his pain. Now currently, Tommy is still under the thumb of Alice, who told her to go find some kryptonite that is in the Wayne Manor, which we know is because of Kate and Supergirl. But you know he's going to want to rub in the fact that he's Bruce Wayne and soak up the adulation and praise upon his grand return. As such, this is one of the most exciting aspects of the upcoming season. How far are they going to push this House of Hush story, if you will? We're very eager to find out. Number 3, Sophia Sohail.
Kate Kane told you to get out of Gotham. You should have listened to her.
What, you thought that Hush was the only big bad of the upcoming season 2? Well, he might be depending on how the changes are affecting the story behind the scenes. However, if plans do stay mostly the same, then Sophia Sohail will be making a big appearance, and fans who know the character can't wait. In the comics, Sophia Sohail was a former lover of Kate Kane and was the leader of a literal pirate nation known as the Koryana. She's had many dealings with both Kate and Alice in the comics, and in the show, she has had it out for both Alice and Julia, and technically Kate. She's the leader of a very powerful group, and we've already met one of them via the rifle. And everyone, even Julia, who was a former SAS, and Alice, who was a criminal mastermind and not afraid of much, is terrified of her. So, how will she play into everything? It's hard to say given the nature of the behind-the-scenes stuff, but it will be interesting to see not just who is playing her, but who else is going to interact with her. Number 2, the Journal of Lucius Fox.
Be lighter, faster, more agile.
At the end of the season, there was a race going on. A race to find the Journal of Lucius Fox. The journal contained his notes and secrets about the Batsuit, and even the adventures of Batman, even noting that Azrael and the Suit of Sorrows existed. Alice has the journal, and thus learned that the suit is weak to kryptonite. However, there is no doubt that more is in that journal, and it will be interesting to see what else Lucius Fox has to say about, well, anything. And don't forget about Luke. He wants his father's journal back. And maybe somewhere in there will lead him to his own destiny of being Batwing. Number 1, Batman.
I won't have it!
Then get out.
You knew this was coming, right? The biggest mystery of the whole series right now is, where's Batman? The writers themselves admit that they didn't know what the answer was at first, but subtle clues given after certain events in Season 1 paint a clearer picture, including that he potentially killed Joker, according to Luke anyway, and as we know, Batman values that one rule. Not to mention, we met a future Bruce via Crisis on Infinite Earths, and Tommy Elliott is running around with Bruce Wayne's face. If Bruce/Batman hears this, and with the mystery of Kane potentially going around, Bruce might just decide to suit up and create the first live-action Batman/Batwoman team-up. Only time will tell. So, what did you think? What did you think of this look at Batwoman Season 2 and all of the drama and confusion that's going on with the series? Are you still excited for it, despite the potential rewrite with Kane gone? What are you personally hoping to see in Season 2? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.